What's going on, time and temperature? I want to share a little story with you. It was a crazy story, time and temperature. I'm sitting here. I'm conversing with this guy. This was a while ago. But it stuck in my brain. It stuck through my brain. I had to share this story. It's a weird story to me. Like, I'm sitting there and a, a nigga is telling me about the way he's critiquing somebody else's going, like the way he wipes himself, and I'm sitting there like, okay, first, this is just a weird conversation. It's weird, but he's like, oh, the boy, he leans to the side and wipes his butt, uh, and then he started making fun of him, and then I guess I don't know why, but the boy uh, started squatting and wiping himself. So the whole situation was weird. So he says to me, he says like, that's not how a man wipes himself. And I says to him, I says, uh, well, I've been around. I lived with dudes, and I've never seen another man wipe himself. And me, I'm thinking my brother and my dad. My brother and my dad, because I lived with them for at least 18 years with my brother, and like on and off for a while with my dad, and I got kids too. I never seen a dude wipe himself. So I can't critique another man wiping himself. So then he says to me, the guy says to me, he says like, well, you ain't never been to a real jail. And right then it raised some eyebrows because you know you've been in situations, and usually in these situations there's protocol. Like we discuss different situations where there's protocol, and with the protocol, it's like whether you on the top bunk or you on the bottom bunk, it's like you see somebody legs coming off that top bunk about to hop down off the top bunk, you getting off the bottom bunk. He says to the man, he says, Sally, Sally, turn your ass to the wall. I'm about to, I'm about to handle it. Uh, and then there's other protocol. You got the curtain. Everybody knows the curtain. It's the sheet. It's the sheet that goes from one side of the. Now, the COs, they don't want you to use the sheet, but like nobody wants to watch another dude go to the bathroom. So even if you don't have the sheet, you turn your ass to the wall. You get what I'm saying? And I'm not saying like you sit with your ass to the wall and stare at the dude going to the bathroom, but like I wasn't even thinking of jail. I was thinking of my brother and my dad. But the guy proceeds to say like, yo, you ain't never been to a real jail. You ain't seen another dude wiping himself. You ain't never been to jail. And I'm sitting there like, oh. So you're telling me that you be sitting there just in the Michael Jackson Thriller pose with the one leg up and the other leg down, sitting there talking to yourself. Like, I'm not talking. Like, if I'm in the cell with you, we're not even talking while I'm going to the bathroom. You feel me? Like, I don't care if like there's the courtesy flush, and if you can, you wait until it's day room time, it's yard time, and then you handle your biz. You get what I'm saying? Um, it was just a weird conversation for me, cause like I'm sitting there trying to understand why, because I know people that have been in situations where their knees were at the bedpost of the bunk bed, and I don't think they've seen people wipe themselves. But it is what it is. Crazy time and temperature. So I had to say to him, I said like that's on some other stuff. Like you already know, I have an opinion about people in their pics. You like watching dudes go to the bathroom before you got there. I don't know. I'm just saying the protocol, and there's things that you do and things that you don't do. You're not gonna have a whole full conversation while like the most you say to a dude is courtesy flush. Like, yo, you blowing up the cell. You gotta handle that. Like, yeah, I mean, you don't sit there like that was weird to me. I don't know. Maybe you tell me time and temperature. If you watch the video, see you can comment like that. That was a crazy experience for me. Like, because first of all, like I said, I had to go in on him. I had to really go in. Um, I was raised with two dudes in the house, and I've never seen a man wipe himself. It's just not something I've grown accustomed to, and I don't care what cell you in. I've never really heard people, just sitting there face to face. Your face is like right in another man's face because the cells are small, whatever. And even in pods, like I've been in situations, or I've heard about situations where you're in the pod, you're in the like little community joint, like it ain't a cell, it's like an open floor plan or whatever you want to say, and then the bathroom's open, and usually the person goes all the way to the last stall. It don't matter if it's crack acid dawn, like you brushing your teeth, like if you take that to the last stall, everybody on the other end, there's a courtesy thing there, like you like you don't even sit next to a dude. And then like I want to talk about this. I'm just saying, if you're in public, there should be a buffer between dudes. I'm not a homophobic person, but like I don't like being touched like that. And you too close. You're too close, man. You're too close. There should never be a time where, like, unless there's like no other seats, and even then, you got to make that decision. All right, which dude is gonna I'm gonna sit next to, and which one is my chick gonna be the buffer for? There is absolutely no reason why there should be an open bar with 15 seats, 3 seats taken, and you and your chick come sit next to me, and you sitting next to me, and your elbows is touching my elbows. We not having that. We're not having that time and temperature. That's not going to happen. Same thing with the stall etiquette. Men know this. That's a violation. That's a violation. Time and temperature. If there's open stalls, and especially if they don't have that divider, like, and there's never any over the shoulder peeking. Like, we don't do that. There's never a time where, I don't care if it's a 5-year-old or a 55-year-old. There's never a time and temperature. There's never a time where you should be standing right next to me in the urinal. I don't dig it. I said the stalls earlier. The stalls is iffy, but there should still be a buffer. Men don't pass toilet paper under the stall. I've never had that done. I know some people don't like to use public bathrooms, but we're not gonna go into the luxury stalls. But the casinos are pretty good around here. I'm just saying, if you're an Uber driver, whatever. I'm just saying, it was a weird conversation, time and temperature, where it left me puzzled. It made me look at the guy different, because he came. He was like real brolic with it. He was brolic. He was like, "Oh, you ain't never been in the real jail." I'm like, I don't know, like, there's certain rules and protocol, and I hate to keep repeating myself, but no, I'm sorry, you like being around little boys, or you like being around adult men. It don't really matter. I've never seen, sad to say, I've been in both situations. I've grown up with two men in the house, and I've been in that situation a couple times, like, not many, but a couple times, and some transitional, not that type of transition, but like, from classification to classification locations. I've never seen another man wipe himself. So the whole conversation was weird. Like I said, you're already starting off the conversation weird, admitting that you're critiquing another man wiping himself. It's not. That's not what you do. I don't care where you are on earth. Like, how do you know that this man squats when he wipes himself? How do you know that he cocks to the side like a chick? Like, I don't know. And then the man went on to proceed to say, like, oh, he tucks his penis like a girl. One, you shouldn't be knowing that. Two, girls don't have penises. You're stupid. But anyway, I don't know. It's a weird situation. I've been in the room, when girls go to the bathroom. I've never seen them touch their vagina, but I don't know. Maybe it's I don't have a little dick problem, so um, usually I'm just saying that's a weird. You're stupid.